Alright, so today I made a working mirror that copies player movement with another NPC on the other side. It's pretty much a mirror effect. Just copies my movement, front, back, and if I walk at an angle, copies it at an angle, which is pretty cool. It's just a mirror effect. Okay, so let's get into the script. So first I reference all the material I need from the player and the NPC, and to copy the player animation to be reflected onto the NPC, I use an animation played function. So I get the animation track and I add that track to the reflected humanoid by loading a new animation, and then whenever the animation track from the player stops, I add another function that stops the reflected NPC from playing, which gets all of the animation tracks and then just stops it. I found a bug where if I just kept moving my player, it wouldn't stop the animation from the NPC, so this is why I get all the animation tracks. I can stop all of them. And so here I use a render step event, which renders every frame, I'm pretty sure? Yeah, frame. So I get the player position, which updates every time, and this is the NPC offset, which is pretty much just the player position, but I add a negative value to the Z axis and a -5. So what this does is reverses the front and back. So just an example, I made negative, so when I walk forward, this walks forward. If it wasn't negative, this NPC would be walking the same direction as my player, which isn't what I want for reflection. And the -5 is just the spawn point. And then I get the current player group part that just updates every frame. And then here's the big part. I make a new C frame which gets the from direction. So from this position it gets the direction which it will look at, which is the current or HRP's look vector, but I create an inverse so it tracks the angles and makes it correct and translates it. It pretty much just reverses the angles, and that's pretty much it. And I create all of this negative so it just faces each other, both NPCs, and that's pretty much it.